Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about function, right? So a small review, what is function? Function is dividing a large program into smaller sections such that each section has the capability to give its own output, right? So today we'll see recursion. So recursion is a you can say the function recursion is a function of or is a kind of function which does what if a function calls itself. So in last video we have seen how we can call a function, right? We have discussed about the function call. If you have doubts you can view my last two videos. Okay, so recursion is what? Recursion is a function or the process where a function can call itself. Okay, so the function calls itself, that process is called recursion, and the function that calls itself is called recursive function. कोई भी फंक्शन अगर खुद को कॉल कर रहा है तो उस फंक्शन को क्या बोलते हैं? रिकर्सिव फंक्शन। और जो प्रोसेस है कि एक फंक्शन अपने आप को कॉल करे उसको क्या बोलते हैं? रिकर्शन। ओके, सो फंक्शन is of two types, sorry, recursion is of two types. ओके, दो तरीके से recursion यूज होता है, वो क्या है? वन इज डायरेक्ट रिकर्शन एंड नेक्स्ट इज इनडायरेक्ट रिकर्शन। सो डायरेक्ट रिकर्सिव फंक्शन क्या है? कोई भी फंक्शन अगर खुद को डायरेक्टली कॉल करता है, इफ ए फंक्शन कॉल्स इटसेल्फ डायरेक्टली देन इट इज कॉल्ड डायरेक्ट रिकर्सिव, ऑलराइट। And if a function calls another function which in return calls the first function, then that process or that function is called indirect recursive function or indirect recursion। अगर कोई भी फंक्शन अपने आप को कॉल नहीं करता है, वो पहले किसको कॉल करता है? किसी दूसरे फंक्शन को कॉल करता है, और वो दूसरा फंक्शन क्या करता है? इनडायरेक्टली, और वो दूसरा फंक्शन क्या करता है? पहला फंक्शन को कॉल करता है। तो पहला फंक्शन दूसरा फंक्शन को कॉल करता है, फिर दूसरा फंक्शन क्या करता है? जो पहला फंक्शन है उसको कॉल करता है। सो उसको क्या बोलता है? इनडायरेक्ट रिकर्शन। सो दोनों ही रिकर्शन है, एक है डायरेक्ट रिकर्शन। इन डायरेक्ट रिकर्शन व्हाट हैपेंस? द फंक्शन कॉल्स इटसेल्फ, and in indirect recursion what happens? A function calls another function which in return calls the first function directly or indirectly. So if you have doubt you can see, alright, if you have doubt you can say that say a is a function. Okay, so this is a function. If a calls itself, alright, if a calls itself, then this is called direct, okay, this is called direct recursion or direct recursive function, alright। say same function a does not call itself, वो पहले क्या करता है? अपने आप को कॉल नहीं करता है, वो किसको कॉल कर रहा है? से कोई भी फंक्शन b को कॉल कर रहा है, ठीक है, और वो b क्या कर रहा है? फिर से फंक्शन a को कॉल कर रहा है, then this process is called indirect recursion. So what happens is a is calling b, right? What happens is a is calling b, isn't it? a क्या कर रहा है? b को कॉल कर रहा है, और b फिर से किसको कॉल कर रहा है? a को कॉल कर रहा है, तो वो क्या हो गया? इनडायरेक्ट रिकर्सिव हो गया। ओके, so there may be multiple functions, say a is calling b, then b is calling another function, say c, then c is calling d, but at end the last function d is again calling a, then also it is called indirect recursion, alright। so डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट तो हो गया, और फंक्शन रिकर्शन फंक्शन क्या है? जो फंक्शन अपने आप को कॉल करता है, उसको रिकर्सिव फंक्शन या रिकर्शन बोलता है। सही है। सो प्रैक्टिकली उसको कैसे देखेंगे या प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन क्या होता है? सो ऑल ऑफ अस हैव स्टडीड अबाउट factorial, right? In mathematics we have studied about factorial. So factorial, how we represent? Factorial means what? We represent as n factorial equal to, if we write n factorial, that means n multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied with n minus 2. This will keep on going, we will keep on multiplying all the numbers up to what? We will keep on multiplying all the numbers up to 1, right? So whichever numbers factorial we have to find, whichever numbers factorial we need to find, we do what? We multiply that number multiplied with the number 1 less than it, then the number 2 less than it. So we keep on multiplying all the numbers up to 1. So we can say factorial of a number means what? All the numbers multiplied from that number to 1, right? So this is n factorial. So if you have doubt, let's see some example. Say if I say 5 factorial, what will write? 5 factorial means 5 into 5 minus 1 4 into 5 minus 2 3 into 2 into 1. So उस नंबर से लेके 1 तक जितना भी नंबर है सबको हम मल्टीप्लाई करेगा. So this gives what? The result or the factorial value, that is 5 4s are 20, 3 2s are 60, 62s are 120, right? So again another we can see, say 3 factorial. If we write 3 factorial, that means 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, sorry, is equal to 6, right? Then if I say if I say 1 factorial, 1 factorial gives what? 1, and again we know 0 factorial is also gives 1. Okay, so 1 factorial is also 1, 0 factorial is also 1. Alright, so now see, from if we see here this portion, right? So this portion except this n is also in a factorial form. Factorial of what? We can say this portion is the factorial of n minus 1, right? If we write the factorial of n minus 1, it will be what? N minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 up to 1, isn't it? Say if we write the, if we say that we'll write the factorial of n minus 1, what will be it? The number that is n minus 1 multiplied by the number next to it, n minus 2, and it will go up to 1, right? So this portion, this is what? This is same, isn't it? So in place of this we can write n minus 1 factorial, right? So in short we can say this is what? N into n minus 1 factorial, isn't it? So we can say this is the formula for n factorial, or a kind of formula we can say, right? So for n factorial we can say this is the formula, or a way to find n factorial is n multiplied by n minus 1 whole factorial, right? But see, it will be correct. See, for if we take an example, say 4 factorial, okay? So to find 4 factorial means n means 4, n minus 1 means 3 factorial. So if we find 4 into 3 factorial, we will get the answer. So 3 factorial means what? That means 4 into 3 factorial will be 3 into 2 into 1. That is what 4 factorial is, right? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So we will get the answer. So we can say this is correct, right? But see, for 4, 3, 2 or any number it will be okay, but there is a situation, if say it is not 4 but 0, okay? So we know that 0 factorial is 1, but if we put this in this formula or this method, what we will get? 0 multiplied by 0 minus 1, that is minus 1 factorial, which is not equal to 1, right? We know that this is the correct answer, so this is wrong. So if this is wrong, this method is not satisfied. So what we can do, or we have another condition, that is n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1. Yes, it is correct, but only when it is correct only for all values of n which is greater than or equal to 1. So n multiplied by n minus 1 factorial will stand correct only when n is greater than or equal to 1. If n is less than 1, that is if n is 0, then it is 1. So when n is 0, it is so when n is equal to 0, it is what? 1. Alright, so remember this. So this is the real logic of factorial, that is for any number where n is greater than or equal to 1, we will follow this process, okay? And when n is equal to 0, we will follow this, that is when n is equal to 0, we will directly write 1. Alright, so now let's transform this into computing logic or code, okay? Let's transform this into computing logic, or you can say code. So for that, let's delete this. Alright, let us first again write this to understand, and what we have written is n factorial So for programming logic, let's take this. So n, say n factorial will represent by a function f of n. Okay, so this will stand what? We can write the condition, that is this. For n we can write if n greater than or equal to 1. So if when n is greater than or equal to 1, which one will follow? Will follow is, which logic will follow? Will follow this, n multiplied by n minus 1. So here n fact we have taken in function form, right? So this is the function for n factorial. So n minus 1 factorial function will be n into f of n minus 1, right? So if it is not greater than or equal to 1, that is else, the value will be what? 1, right? Not greater than or equal to 1 means 0. So if it is 0, the value will be 1. If the number that we are finding factorial for, अगर जो नंबर जिसका मैं फैक्टोरियल निकालना चाहता हूँ अगर वो 0 हुआ तो वो क्या रिजल्ट देगा? 1. और अगर जो नंबर दैट इज n जिसका मैं वैल्यू या जिसका फैक्टोरियल मैं निकालना चाहता हूँ अगर वो 0 नहीं हुआ, 0 से बड़ा दैट इज 1 या उससे ज़्यादा हुआ, तो कौन सा फॉलो होगा? ये फॉलो होगा, राइट? दिस वन विल बी followed. Okay, so I hope you have understood the logic. So now let's see. ठीक है, तो f of n के लिए यहाँ में एक एग्जाम्पल देख लेते हैं. ठीक है, f of n के लिए यहाँ पे एक एग्जाम्पल देख लेते हैं. से f of n नहीं बोल के मैं बोल रहा हूँ फैक्टोरियल ऑफ 4 मुझे चाहिए. सो अभी n क्या है? 4 है. सो 4 का वैल्यू 4 इज ग्रेटर देन 0, राइट? दैट इज 4 इज ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 1 में आएगा. सो व्हेन 4 इज ग्रेटर देन 1, दैट मीन्स व्हिच वन विल फॉलो? n into factorial of n minus 1. So n is 4 into factorial of n minus 1 is we have shown by f, right? So n minus 1. So n minus 1 here is what? 4 minus 1, that is 4 minus 1 means 3. So factorial of 3 or function 3 you can say. Alright, so then 4 multiplied by function of 3 means again it will follow what? 3. So here 3 is what? Here n is 3. So we know that 3 is greater than 1. So this will follow what? Again n multiplied by f of n minus 1, right? F of n minus 1 means 2. Alright, so from here this portion came. Okay, again f of 2, again this 2 is greater than this 2, that is here for this function f of 2 के लिए n क्या है? n is 2, right? So n is now again greater than 1. So f of in 4 will be constant, it will stay there. 3 will always stay there. F of 2, from f of 2 will get n, that is 2 multiplied by factorial of n minus 1, that is f of 1, right? Now again we have seen what? So from f of 2 this portion came, right? So again f of 1 is there, isn't it? F of 1 is there. So f of 1 is equal to 1, that is n is equal to 1, again it will follow. So for that, first we'll write the constant f into 3 into 2 into f of 1, n is 1. So 1 is equal to 1. So which rule it will follow? N into factorial of n minus 1. So n is 1, factorial of n minus 1 is f of 0, right? So this whole came from factorial 1. Okay, now see 4, 3, 2, 1. Next, as we discussed, when n is equal to 0, the output will be what? 1. So we will directly write 1. Here will not follow n into n minus 1 factorial will not follow, because in the condition it is there, if n is greater than equal to 1 then only will follow n into n minus 1. अगर n ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 1 हुआ तभी हम वो फॉलो करेंगे कि n इंटू एन माइनस 1. ठीक है, तो अभी n तो ग्रेटर देन 1 नहीं है, n क्या है? 0 है. सो 0 होने से क्या कंडीशन था कि 1 फॉलो करना है. तो मुझे रिजल्ट मिल गया 4 इंटू 3 इंटू 2 इंटू 1. 2 1 है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. एनीथिंग मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 1 इज द सेम नंबर. Here you can see 2 1s are there. As you know, in factorial, if we do mathematically, that is what 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. But here is another one, but it doesn't matter because anything multiplied by 1 will be same, right? So the answer is 4 3s are 12 into 2, 24, right? So this is the answer we have got. Okay, I hope you have understood. Any doubt, please go through the video 2-3 times. You will surely understand. Okay, so practical we'll see in the next video. Alright, thank you.